Wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate the news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my brain is so receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls they love and hate me the same. Okay,
I like to talk to my victims.
Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody
Ronnie ain't gotta be quiet now when it ain't nighttime.
Jesus.
Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby.
Said you ain't gotta be quiet tonight, it ain't bedtime.
One foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama, you
I like them kind of use. I like to talk shit to my man.
When you got dreams closer than a match, and plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say
Excuse me.
I know how to make everybody famous.
Adios.
No payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't
Arriba dirty shit.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game.
Who was that? Who was TT?
He's in here
So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros.
I don't know how this nigga keep joining my party, bro.
Somebody might want it.
Who, fat cat?
Wait to the party restriction on my shit. Hell yeah.
Did you get the invite, Ronnie? I sent the invite.
Ron, did you update the game?
Who got Monday Night Football? I forgot. Dallas and New York.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you never faking. I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions.
Yo.
Daily manifesting on my premonitions.
Yeah, I'm in here.
You got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field
Hey,
in
Money, you
Chicago.
seen the Patriots fan who was crying?
Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football.
Nah, somebody got him. He was sitting in another section, but they got him on like Twitter and everything.
With the Kansas City
And Bleacher
Chiefs.
Report and everything. Yo was real loud crying.
Ray got the Dickies of the year.
Well, when we scored the last touchdown, yo was like, yo was crying. He said, that was a good play. That was a good play.
I tell niggas, everybody kept saying who has the Ravens played that were good. I said, who has the Patriots played that were good?
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly.
I'm not a Ravens fan, though. That's a crazy thing.
Making it like having leverage.
Nigga, of course.
Nigga, talking big shit to me, of course. Knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
My boy's still undefeated, bro. Hell no.
You gonna give yourself a ball? How you gonna open that without a clear?
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel, and that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago, 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Nah, I ain't. It's the other check that you love.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back. And nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
He's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play in this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted.
Needed that. That's good, boy.
By Alex Okafor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense.
Hey, money, his little acceleration ain't kick in after that spin. I'm trying to take that bitch to the
bread. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it with Williams. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
I can wait for the game Friday.
That one good for 24 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of
Damn, I
teams
tried to cut it up. Hold that block, Andrew.
They want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after one on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
No quarter, no point. Honestly, had 3 though.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 10-yard touchdown run.
Damn.
And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
I missed my pass to Mark Andrews, for real. Motherfucking cornerback with Superstar Tree had that shit in the locker room.
To kick it away. This will be taken in
can't
after
get on the
1.
20 set.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
That boy dangerous.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the
man,
old
they
Georgia
fucking you up.
Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, Delta. General West. 45, 45, 45,
Now Trubisky. He's going to wind up.
Dang, what the fuck happened?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Busted coverage.
Patterson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
I picked the wrong safety. I played strong safety instead of free and took this move for the free safety. Right.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the
Damn.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I don't know who the fuck that other dude was. He came like that
for him on the season.
No,
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Aaron Lynch able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trubisky gives to Cohen.
Can't figure it out. I give him that touchdown. That was it.
To the 25.
Sack on 1st down.
12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
I wasn't rocking this. I was doing something with my controller.
These types of kicks that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for it now.
He's got a man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Williams. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter.
Over pursue like everybody.
He was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow.
Come on, Mark Andrews, baby.
For the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one
I should have just ran to the 2 yards.
And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh, no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City. A franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
I can't remember. No, I don't remember.
I think Ronnie had it first.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I didn't either. I never even looked down there.
Shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Charlie.
Here's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception.
No,
not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the side.
Oh, my God.
This one into the hands of Burton.
Supposed to be a pick, yo. I undercut it. Nah, yeah, kind of, but I undercut it and my linebacker didn't jump. I knew he was going to him.
I know we love our jobs.
Yeah, I called him, but I knew he was going to him. I was ready.
Excited about the big plays. Let's face it, that's what we absolutely love.
That was great. And what our camera missed
yeah, that's what I said. I read it. I knew it was coming.
They're fired out. That's a big game. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Now here's a look for
he fucked that money up because I tried to tell my defense that they was passing and I flicked it down and fucked up and what's the name hit rush up the middle, so everybody blitzed.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now
what the fuck did I...
coming here defensively. As on 4th down.
Oh, my God.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Yes, I did. I don't know what I was doing, yo. Swear to God, I don't.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break.
Yo, for some reason, I thought he was going for it on
Jonathan
4.
Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line.
Bust that bitch.
You bust that bitch.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle.
That
and
one
the
nigga
decision to just kick the
like,
extra point lines unsuccessful.
So yeah, when he clicked on him,
teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
You know me, Burger.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
You a computer tech with that, nigga.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Nigga wrong, trying to bring that bitch out there and bust that bitch.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
That's user, baby.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap.
Beat the shit out of Khalil Mack. Definitely.
Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction. That leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll lay out and pull it in.
Let me get that.
What a diving catch there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Needs an extra block and look like some heat coming.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
You heard on it.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trubisky will throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they held them in check on the scoreboard.
Despite the blitz, they're able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and these creases are really right there.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he spins through. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That's right, baby. Hey, echo.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Try to beat him.
Not only was the call spot on,
it was, but I know what kind of speed we got back there.
Was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure.
Oh, my God, Money, look at that move, boy. That stick control is crazy. I swear to God.
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams.
Yes, sir.
An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field right now. Punter. It wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Agba able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky.
Give me that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Damn, they pushed me out of bounds.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're
I was with him the whole way, Ron. I knew that was all you had.
That ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play.
Oh, my God. I'm ready to run my whole season.
Guys a little bit of contact and get things moving.
Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he held on to it, but
almost got that nigga killed, boy.
They get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Good pick, yo.
Intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson.
Good pick.
And he will take it out to the
that shit was dead. He closed fast. Yeah, it was dead. He closed fast.
His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead.
They said that
they putting him in jeopardy right now.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Trubisky to throw. Looking. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They hit the shit out of Kendall Fuller, though.
I ain't seen him coming.
They be
so after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Still on passing Mahomes' ass.
Yes,
if he ain't had that sidearm shit, that would have been a
He's got a 1st down, much more inside the 20. And the cutback.
Let's go.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Oh, shit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Let's go. Take this bitch back.
Picked off at the 33.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go, boys.
It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1.
Damn, I ran this bitch ass up.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, making
Why's
the
that kick return, money?
24-yard line.
ran his block a smooth over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Alert! Bud!
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky.
Hey, yo, he ain't had no business even putting his hands on that ball.
Hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Okay,
just nothing there again.
Game.
He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Watkins, the intended receiver. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
Hey,
maybe
I turned on 2
pattern,
o'clock.
maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. There goes a deep ball. Ends up and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays
that Tariq Cohen? I don't know how my linebacker ran around like that.
Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of
Who is
X,
that?
Y,
Oh, that's
and Z,
OJ.
and see if we can move
He ain't
forward.
that fast.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Mike Bartu. We own them. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 52. I know he ain't got alert. 52. Not here. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That is
Damn, hey, he ass. That bitch wasn't even
Brandon, at
close,
least
though.
there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
And then it said accurate. That shit
That
was
was kind of
out.
savage, but correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is caught by Watkins. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Yeah. Touchdown.
I got to go into 9:30 to make my 40.
Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Oh, okay.
Trubisky to throw again. And he's got it. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So still lots of work left to do. But here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right? That you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Try to get that man a touchdown at home.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42.
They better give him some kind of trait, yo. I've been trying to get him trait all year. He's been picking shit off. They ain't giving him nothing.
They'll run on first down. Williams.
I'm gonna get my man shit.
Dropped right
and more Damian Williams. That shit's funny.
Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
Texan. I ain't play you, bitch.
They run it again with Williams. And they will only muster a yard
That's so
here.
good. You got to make it to the Super Bowl. You want to play me.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
It's not the same. It's not the same Texans usually. Yeah, it's not the same Texans usually.
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Now it's Trubisky.
Good route. Good fucking route.
Taking it one-handed. What a catch.
Yeah, I get your shot.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
I don't want to play because I'm going to number 2 song.
One last shot for Trubisky. Shedding through the defense. Now Trubisky lost the football, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Again.
A big offensive explosion leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage.
The Bears already got home field advantage. How they get home field advantage in the NFC already?
US Bank Stadium and a date with
the Bears.
Vikings.
Ain't y'all over there?
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gordon.
They just said it. They said it in the game. They said this is basically an exhibition game for them because they already clinched home field advantage. I swear to God, that's what the commentator just said. I'm just telling you what the commentator just said in my ear. Don't shoot me, shoot Maggie. Don't ask me. I'm going over what I just heard. Yes, sir.
You want to play one game?
Bitch, I played 2 games. Ain't my fault. 3 niggas.
You had 4 wins, man.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Jesus.
It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after.